you too still don't know how to get there. You know how to get there because
right.
It's a dream that you have had, and you know the whole map. But at the same time, because it's never been done.
Never been done. Okay. Oh yeah. Now I know exactly what you're saying. That you're actually in a unique position, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You're in a position where I try to get people to get to. A guy told me. Let me tell you something. I was fortunate when I lived in Atlanta for about 5 years to have a couple of millionaires that mentored me. They met me on a job. I just liked my passion, whatever, and they would take me out to eat and this, and they just give me just wisdom. Also, my grandfather. But when I was in Atlanta, they gave me some wisdom, and they totally changed my mindset. And then one of the guys told me, he's a Mexican guy, he said, Tim, you want to be successful? Find a void and fill it. And when I hear things like that, I just think about them. And what I try to do is take something like that and just keep raising it. I just keep thinking about it and keep raising my understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the situation you're in is one of the best situations to be in. You just have to find somebody like me that can help you achieve what you want. You want to do something different. One of the best, I don't know if I say quotes or probably slogan, was Steve Jobs. Think different. You don't have to think better. Think different. And that's what he did. And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make everybody think different. Every time they told him, you can't do something, what he said, I can and I will. Henry Ford was the same way. They told Henry Ford, you can't make a V8 engine. He said, I want it and I'll have it. So one thing you got to do is listen to, I only listen to successful people, top people. I don't listen to mediocre. If you're not the best in something, I don't listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I listen to people. If I'm thinking about, learning more about money, I'll tune in to Robert Kiyosaki. If I want to think about this, whatever the top person is, that's who I want to listen to. And then what I do is I take what they say and I keep raising my understanding, and how I look at it, because I'm very perceptive. This is what a lot of people have a problem with. They have a problem looking at something. Let me give you an example. When you what you want to do, you want to be different. Take, for example, a Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube has so many sides, all these sides and all these colors. When I look at any situation, I look at it and put that situation on each one of those colors of that Rubik's Cube. I look at it from the good, the bad, the ugly, the this, the that, the backwards, forwards, upside down, sideways. So many ways. Over the years, what I've done is I've looked at it to the point where, you know what? My mind is on autopilot right now. Let me tell you, I've helped so many businesses, and the reason I've helped them because of this. I used to walk in the mall years ago. It first started happening to me around the mid-'90s. I started thinking I want to do this. Because what I'm doing now, I told myself I want to do this 20 years ago. But this is what's crazy. When I wanted to do it in my family, I was the quietest one in the family. And when I decided I wanted to sell cars, everybody's like, how you going to sell cars? You got to talk. You're quiet. I was introverted. But I knew I had to come out of that to be successful. Okay, so I used to walk in the mall, and I used to think, before I walk in the mall, I own this mall. And then I used to walk by every store, and I used to say, how can I make this store successful? Every store, every last one of them. I don't care if it was McDonald's, a shoe store, Foot Locker, a restaurant. I don't care. And I used to come up with ideas. Now, I've done that for 23 years. When I lived in Atlanta, I worked in Atlanta for 2 years. Well, my first 2 years, should I say. After my first 2 years, the company that owns 6 dealerships implemented something I was doing. I didn't think anybody was paying me no attention. After they implemented, after this meeting we had, one of the salespeople came to me, eventually all of them did, they were mad at me because the company made them start doing what I was doing. And I was like, wait a minute now, I may be on to something. If I'm doing something and a multi-million-dollar company implements it, which they should have already been doing, but what happens is the way I think with common sense. And that's the way I sell. I sell with common sense. And what I told a guy a long time ago, I said, common sense is not all that common. But the problem we're running into is the schools, our culture, the way we're brought up. Especially the kids now, they're being taught with antiquated ways. The kids are being brought up now, they're being perfectly prepared for a war that no longer exists. Jobs are being eliminated, but they're still being taught. Go to school, get a degree, and get a job. The jobs are being eliminated. They need to be taught. Find out what you want to do and create your own company. Because right now is the – hello?